Disability discrimination cases. They're still ongoing. And in the case of Gary Day Davis against the United Learning Trust, this case concerned a teacher who was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. After initially being suspended for being unfit to work, Mr. Day Davis took some time out to take care of himself, take care of his health, and make sure that he was eventually in an appropriate position to come back to work after making a recovery. However, once he managed to obtain proof from his GP, from a psychologist, to show that he was medically fit to return to work, his employer rejected this and still upheld his suspension. Mr. Day Davis then brought a claim against his employer, and the Employment Tribunal ruled that while his employer was at first right to suspend him in order to give him some time to medically recoup, the fact that his employer did not take on board the medical evidence meant that quite clearly the Employment Tribunal had no choice but to uphold that he was unfairly dismissed. This therefore brings a number of things to light, because a number of employer clients of mine have been in similar situations whereby there might be some medical evidence to suggest that an employee may be able to come back, but an employer still thinks otherwise. There are a number of things that employers need to take into account, including risk assessments, return to work interviews, and of course taking on board, or taking at the very least into consideration, what the medical prognosis and the medical opinion is. Each case, of course, turns on its own facts, and sometimes it is better to be safe than sorry and just take some legal advice, just to ensure that as a business you want to be able to protect yourself, to ensure that you're doing the right thing both for you and for the employee. But looking at it from the employee's point of view, what you don't want to do is make what can be called a knee-jerk reaction and bring a claim against your employer when actually it may be more useful to take a different approach. That's where I come in, and I'm happy to help. Details are on the screen, and you're welcome to get in touch.